I said we were coming back with this guy. But we need a little bit of light. So we'll move on this part of the world. I think we'll be better. We move like here. How about this? We can move over here. Look. The first time you see this channel, I made with the Pana Studio. Pana Studio is about opening the door to the world of life in prison. But you always see like, oh, the criminal, the guys, the guy that the overdose, the guy that do this and that, and the bad ones. Fine, there are many channels like that. Many channels like that. El Pana is not about that. It's about the reforms, about the man that failed in his life for whatever reason he failed, and he learned a lesson, got out. So, and in that, I'm not alone. There's a big need, not only in this prison, but in the United States and many countries, the reform of prison. Yes, there are guys that do deserve every second in prison, and I wouldn't open the door for them, for nobody, for them, because for the choices that they made, they did it. Yeah, they're bad people. Yeah, they do deserve to be prison, but there are other people that don't. And then there's the thing that prison is not something new. Prison exists in the Bible. Prison exists before the Bible. But the difference is the times have changed. And in those change, the reason why people come to prison and why we jump to conclusion on a person just because he had a hoodie and he looked and want to arrest this guy. Send the person just because this guy had a hoodie. What is it? Huh?
You know, he was just talking about
So
failure.
Person to prison because, hey.
Oh, hold on. How you gonna arrest you?
Exactly. Gonna arrest me because, hey.
I guess we're affiliated now because we have on blue.
Now see, we're affiliated with Blue. Look, the Blues Brothers. Okay, Blues Brothers. Hold on one second. Let me change the glasses because this is the working glasses. Let me see the live videos. You know.
Yeah.
The better one. Just not because to show you that in prison I have to wear those glasses, reading glasses, where majority of people, if they had it, is broken on one of those misunderstandings and they don't have a pair of glasses. And that's it. All stolen or taken. What's happening? Guess what? My boatmate is coming back took a shower. He's a fish. Went and took it.
Man, I was on alligator patrol. You know, some people don't like getting in the shower. They say there's alligators in there, so I went up to look.
You know, they said the water. In Alcatraz alligators, they do have Alcatraz guys. They have gators and they have anacondas.
Anacondas.
Right, for real. So if you're complaining that you're having it hard, this is they having it real hard.
There was literally a tree frog in the shower the other morning, like literally.
Look, this guy screamed. Look,
away from alligator.
this guy screamed because they see a roach. I saw a guy jumping on a table because he saw a roach. Cucaracha. A cucaracha. Hey man. I said, this is a man? Come on, in prison it's supposed to be like tough criminal. Maybe it was a tough criminal, but guess what happened? Afraid to
He got turned out by a roach.
A roach, he was turned back by a roach.
He got
You'll
turned out by
He turned his life around.
I think he might have been smoking roach spray.
He did not turn his life around for the judge. He did not turn his life around for his parent or his baby mama.
But he turned his life around for a roach.
But he turned his life for a roach.
For the whole family.
Isn't that something? I tell you that, and how to spend time with that type of guys in prison. Come on now, come on. And the Pana is talking about reform for those guys. Well, I'm talking about one thing is to be afraid of a roach, afraid of mice, afraid of the height.
Yeah, and then you got what is it?
Afraid of the height.
The honor dorm over there. This got scabies in it right now.
They have what? Herpes?
We gotta close down.
What do they have?
Scabies.
Oh, scabies. Because, there was a time, can you believe there was a gonorrhea that they had to shut down? But at school, not even in prison. And I met one of the guys that was the
It was a small portion of this.
the dead body, the man that transmitted the syphilis.
I wonder if any birds that could not fly are on there.
So yeah, those type of people, yeah, they deserve to be the time that they did here.
So I got a question. You said when you opened up the video, you said we're here in being corrected from our failures. And as soon as you said that, I was thinking like, I'm really not a failure.
Okay,
I mean,
no. Now, there's a correction of failure. Probably a mistake, because we do make mistakes. I do believe we do make mistakes.
That's right.
I don't believe in the word that many of you guys use, curse or.
Well, I didn't accidentally steal that truck. I tell you that.
We're not a couple. We're just friends.
Well, this is my neighbor.
Yeah. This is my friend, and
it happened to be one of those neighbors. Hey, neighbor, you got sugar? I said, well, this guy, a man in prison, asking another guy for sugar earlier in the day. Come on now. I do have coffee, got flavors, but no.
I mean,
I don't know your sugar, bro.
he just so y'all know, he is a little sweet. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked him for a pink sugar.
I'm not the sweet one. I'm not the sweet one. But
What's going on?
this is definitely one thing for sure.
No, so seriously, back to where
No,
we
for sure. Wait.
No, back to where
Now
we
that you
were.
talk about the sweet, and since I'm the sweet one, guess what happened?
No, you were sweet because you had a pink sugar, not because you're like sweet in your tank.
Sweet on my tank.
Does that
Hey
tank-
man, I'm not from Florida. I'm not one of those.
Tank like it tanks you
Not
nuts and it
tank,
tanks you
tank
nuts.
like gas tank.
Oh, I'm not like what it would name those animals with the long legs that eat things that's pink. How they call it?
Flamingo.
Flamingo. No, I'm not a flamingo, even though I'm in Florida, but no, nothing to do with. But the pink sugar that he's talking about, I'm not sugar, I'm not pink, I'm not a sweet one. I read says that in laboratories, right, that they tried on rats, and it gave them cancer. So I'm not a rat, so I have no problem with
I
it.
was talking about the
But in prison, no wonder they're afraid of that sugar. Right or wrong?
Right.
maybe.
Last
Maybe.
time I seen a rat eat sugar, it was on the end of a leash. And he was walking across the yard.
That is definitely a chain gang story. Yeah, so back to where we were saying, like,
So there's no failures, my friend. We got some doodle problems here. So man, they need to grow up, man up to the problems that they made.
right.
But the problem is this: the time that we get, man, it's too long. To just storage a person in the warehouse and just put it to sea for 10 years and wait till this guy unfreeze it and expect to have a better result.
Hey,
All you
so,
did is
yeah,
freeze that dude for 10 years. So that's all you did.
They actually have a case study out now that they are experimenting.
A study, but boom, okay, he's
They
not
are,
going
they
to
are,
study
they,
right
they,
now.
they are experimenting with chips that will like make it feel like you've been in for 10, 20, 30 years, but only really big, like 30 minutes.
And what is the benefit of that?
The
Torturing the person?
The benefit is to cause
A torturing, mental torturing.
a propulsion type of learning through binary code, right? So it's a different, it's actually like it's really closest to our learning style as we began civilization and inhibited humans, which is mathematical
for
first.
that. What was the name of that movie with this woman drank some purple, blue pill and then she became super smart?
Yeah.
What's her name? Man, she's so hot too. What's her name? But look, not like Trump talking about hot woman now. We're talking about this one's a real superhero. What is her name?
I don't remember the girl's name.
Man, you help me guys on that one. Hey, hello, Veronica, what's happening? Hey, Enseñe español porque que ni maíz que les entiendo porque aquí los míos tampoco. Hey, Vero, eh, dicen los hombres man que my English is not very good looking and en el tuyo tampoco. So this is the part on Spanish that I want to have. The section is the English in, and let's see if we could put like CC, we can have translation to Spanish. Hey, Jasmine Garcia, Pink Partner, Punter. Yeah.
We are in the USA. Most
Yeah.
definitely live and
Born in the USA. Incarcerated in the USA. And we happen to be in the,
we are in a southern
south.
state.
On the south.
We are in
Where
a
the
southern
government
prison.
said that he giving $650 million to reform the prisons. But what they only giving is more policemen and cutting the communication to the world. So they're taking the signal off so we cannot have more interaction with the world. So they're taking the first constitutional right, which is the right to communicate, to read and write, not only, but to actually communicate, especially with the court. With the courts.
And so what they're doing is they're putting 4 men in a cell now. So one guy either has to stay up all night or you have to share a bunk.
Mm-hmm.
So we
couple.
Yeah, it feels like we're putting a lot of mental restraint on figuring out how we're going to stay in here when we should really be thinking the opposite.
So he is thinking about all the benefit of doing 30 years on a chip. Well, my friend, that's not a reform or benefit to a man because what we need is productive men in society, not a man on the warehouse.
I mean, you
So
can't.
I mean, do you have kids? Do you have daughters? Do you have a wife, girlfriend?
Yeah,
mom,
so
dad, anybody that
I don't agree with this.
Do you
Period.
have anybody that misses you?
I mean, they may say they miss me. Do they really miss me? I don't know.
No, do you have anybody that you miss?
That I miss?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, so I hope they miss you too.
I mean, you know, like.
Hey, the news,
One thing
nice to
prison
meet you
did.
guys.
One thing prison did teach a man is how to love himself, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So.
Hey, Muse, it says that what is it you could change? We talk with email, but what happened, the difference is that we could tell you the things that don't work. That you probably read or watch it in a movie, we tell you definitely exactly doesn't work. No. Because the guys that run away and made the money, that's not true. The number is very small. You watch the movie Smoke, yeah, a lot of that happens too. But not at the beginning of the movie, at the end of the movie. Yeah, abandoned by the family that did 30 too long, and person kept dreaming that they were going to receive people in visitation, and never came because they didn't even know they were here because they were actually with a different name in prison. Do you know that?
Yeah, this is definitely a very dangerous prison in the United States. It's actually one of the top 5 most dangerous prisons in the United States. This one prison here is so. But what makes it dangerous isn't necessarily like it's the mixture of people. It's the fluctuation of security levels, closed, medium, minimum. That's what makes it dangerous. It's not the fact that there are people that have violent crimes. It's the people that don't have violent crimes that you more have to worry about due to respect and lack of.
Of course that we try to do the best, but the thing is this: if you put a bunch of people in a warehouse that they already have some type of problem, majority of them they have one problem, and it's not unique to this part of the world, is the lack of a role model at home called a father, not a dad. Anybody could be a dad. Talking about the word father, what it means and what it's supposed to carry and the weight. If you don't think so, just think about how many times been used on the Bible. If you believe in anything, believe in the Bible. Don't believe in me. How important the word father is. And when you put a bunch of men in the warehouse, put him to sleep for 8 years or with a chip for 30 years, like he said, you're still taking one part of the question that is very important, which is a man, not in the house, but in a man on the life of a children, of a little man that's going to become productive over regret in society.
Yeah. So I don't know how well the chip thing would work or how it's coming along. I just know that the amount of time that we spend here away from family, the amount of time that we spend here in grievance, the Toltecs, which is Native American ancient esoteric teachings, state that you shouldn't be punished for a crime but one time. Um, if I get a 10-year sentence, and that's 120 months of being punished continuously over and over for the same crime, essentially, right? So if I got 10 years for a monetary crime, which is a lack of money on my end, and did something extreme, then we have a monetary problem. We don't have a needing to house me from in a cage. That's how I see it.
Okay, I believe this guy had a family to afford the type of life that he told me that he got. He got a motorcycle and he liked to go on. So I guess he had a type of job, right, to afford all.
Yeah, I had a tree service business.
Tree service
Also, I enjoyed racing motocross. We did it as a family and as a competition. In 2017, had a bad accident and woke up several days later in a hospital in Athens, and it's just been one bad dream after the next.
Okay, so from having fun in life turned into a nightmare. Well, and that's not unique. It happens to a lot of people. The problem is when we know somebody close to us and when we judge. Most of the time we judge, oh, look at this guy went down to prison. Oh, man, he's in hell. Goodbye with that person. I don't want to talk to this person because most likely he's guilty. Yeah, he's bad one. Yeah, there's some of the really bad ones. The oldest that are not. And the problem is that they disappear from the family. So you have a daughter, son, what do you have?
I have a daughter and a son.
How old are they?
I have a 14-year-old daughter that is, she is a top-level dancer. She travels all over the United States.
What type of dance?
She does ballet.
Okay.
And she's very, very, very talented. Has been offered numerous schools to go to improve her skills. She's an awesome girl. Well, I haven't spoken to them in years. The wreckage of past has hindered that. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Well, the good part is that hasn't stopped her to achieve her dreams and which is not the normal thing. Majority of the time it's the other way around. When the father comes down, the whole family comes down, and everything else comes down. The father figure in the family is very, very, very important. And prison is not solving it; it's just getting things worse. Now you say, "Oh well, but what happened with the guys that got drunk and beat up the wife?" Well, some of them do that too. What about the guy? Yeah, that too. But the reform of that is what is not in a prison, away from the family and producing in the society, producing because believe me, yeah, you probably say, well, we don't need another ass in the city to drop more manure in the ground. Well, yeah, that will be the case because you got a knucklehead, a bunch of knuckleheads too. But, yeah.
Prison is a continuous psychological trauma that happens on the brain. When we're in here, we're in what's considered a survival mode. Basically, we are operating on instincts all the time, and that is what causes Marines and veterans in the Army to have PTSD. Is actually their systems being in survival mode, which fragments your memories. So that's where the line of recidivism actually comes from in the United States prisons. It's an open doorway for continuous funds to flow through the prison system. What's neat about this, though, is that there is something that unique that happens with the human brain, which is called neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize neural connections and reform itself after it has been broken from trauma. What he was just speaking on is that there are no really programs or anything here that will guide you along that path, because neuroplasticity does take action. So I have to begin to work at healing those parts, and once you do, it has a remarkable ability to heal. So he was saying, like, needing reform because we are just essentially continuously in one phase of a survival instinct all the time.
So this is like being in a constant war, because you could go to sleep and right in prison, and you don't know when the Waco is gonna do something dumb. Because if you put mixed people, just basic. So prison need to be monitored different. It's not like they always talk about more officers. Where when a war, if somebody decides to take somebody else's life, there's nobody could stop them.
That's right.
When somebody try to rob you on the street, most of the time the police get that late, right? And they're getting paid well, better and better equipped, and they have a car, AAC, and all that stuff, right on the radio. Well, this one, not getting paid that much. I mean, even if they would get paid that much, guess what? I wouldn't risk to go to somebody who has. I don't. I stay away from it until they chill out, or there's a way to say, okay, no, because sometimes it's just a fight that shouldn't be the more than just two slaps to each other for the stupidity that they did. Right? But hey, they want to get on the chest, let them do it. I believe on that. But then in the street, they call the police, and then what happened? They ruined the guy's life. But should have been just a fight enough to be aggravated assault, 10 years in prison, to do 5 minimum. Huh? Would have been a regular fight?
Yeah, so,
What's
yeah.
happening? Hold on a second. No. No, we went. So.
Yeah, so like, I mean, yeah, we have testosterone, we're men, we're guys, and a lot of times we use that as an excuse to allow our anger, our emotions of anger to outlash and just essentially let go of control for a moment.
But when I'm talking about monitor a person or know with a leech or something in the neck, like the next future to think of that, and that's gonna be shocking a person for to remind him that
he's gone up too far out of his perimeter.
No, exactly. No, I believe that what is it that makes so many to be in this pile? What is it? What is the problem?
There's two things. I mean, there's two things in the United States of America that we are essentially creating on our own. Number one is the war on drugs. Number two is a monetary problem that maybe a lack of career development, not even education, but career development upon children leaving high school. A lot of kids don't even know what they want to do. They don't have the guidance to be placed in the proper career. Thus
Okay, so that's not true, because our government and our taxes, depending on the majority, at least when the places that they live, hey, the taxes that you pay were invested on the schools that they did teach the cat. Hey, you want to be a policeman when you were a kid?
No,
Always
I'm
want to be a
not-
firefighter. I was a firefighter. I didn't want to be.
I'm not saying that the schools are bad or lack education. I'm saying that there is one part in the end that I believe that should be considered a lot more, which is career development, which basically assigns your personality to your skill set in life. So you wouldn't be walking out of high school saying, "Man, I think I'm going to go be a Joe Pincushion."
Okay, here's the question. He said, if may ask a couple of questions. Number one, what would you be doing right this second if you could do anything at all or anywhere? Okay, right now, anything at this time, on o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday night.
I'd be at home in bed with my woman next to me.
Most likely, yes. But what I did in my previous life before that,
It's Tuesday.
I'm gonna be probably spending the night at a hotel, going to a conference tomorrow. Well, not this time. We're already sleeping. We already probably went to have a dinner, and after that, went to sleep, get ready to wake up early. So this is not the life of type of life that I dream of to have ever, right? So do the right thing. This is how the song says, do the wrong thing. How, you have to do the wrong thing to have to spend the right time doing the right time. I don't know. What I believe is that the prison system need a better way of investing on man rather than just okay mistake we're fine, but we still need the man. We still need the that person in
Because what you're
You
like,
cannot replace feelings.
what they're doing is we're removed from the streets to protect the women and children of our society, but what are you giving back to the women and children 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now? And if he has a mindset that says, well, look, I'm done with my criminal enterprise and I think I'll find something else to do with life now, other than crime, but for the next 10 years, all you have is that. And there's not many other choices. A lot of choices, gratefully, not happening in this moment in time, but there are choices that people try to impede on you that are outside of your will, and that's when it gets dangerous. But we're not going through that now, and good energy on us.
well, it's not that there haven't been temptations. There's not that have been easy. Prison is hard anywhere. Now, I've been in 7 different prisons. In the first 2 years of prison, I was moving just back and forth, thinking that would probably be my chance to go home because I was fighting my sentence. I knew that I was innocent, and then I had to. At the same time, I was paying for car, house, credit card, everything because I thought I would be. And in those 2 years, empty my pockets, and my dreams went through and end up in just another cell. For the 5 years, I fought it every day. I never thought that I was gonna be. And first of all, learning English. I grew up in Panama, and I have no plans to come to the United States first. As a matter of fact, I've flown English because I have no need for it. I'm one of those stubborn guys that I'm not gonna learn because I don't know gonna need it.
The funny thing is that I flunked English too and was horrible at it. And my grandmother was actually an English professor and a proficient writer. And I think about a year ago, I picked up a pen. I was in a dorm over there, and literally as I was writing, I saw sparks fly from the tip of my pen. As I was writing, I was like, "Man, this is weird." I was writing a book that is getting published now. The book's called The Visionary. But I was writing a book, and at the time, I had just made an agreement. I said, "I'm just going to make myself 1% better every day." And that's what my attempt was to do, and that's how I started writing the book. And from there, I realized that writing was a skill and something that I took to. And yes, we fight.
I'm writing it. I'm also writing a book. I won a give you the name of my inspiration, but I will tell you that it happened to be a friend too. Professional woman in Hollywood, and it happened to be a friend, and that's inspiring me to write about a woman that has a son, and she's had to have a son on her own, right? Modern woman got money, got power, and everything. She went and bought a egg and got pregnant, right? She placed in the order. She won this. She won color, but it went white. He wanted with light hair, and what else about between what's your age? What's your age?
My age,
Uh-huh.
I'm 38.
38. So guess what happened?
Yes, I am in prison.
But in the United States, you have a lot of acquisitions of companies and things like that. And because of the scams that they had with, do you know the number one buyer of semen of men were Asia, the United States? Labs or no, who knows? But they were sending to the Middle East, to Asia. And I participate on one of those things. They used to pay $400 to donate the semen. They give you a magazine. Back then it was a VCR and a move on the TV, and then they come with a cup. Oh, measuring weight, quality, color, perfect. And then you go to the window and they pay you $400.
Shit.
That was good money.
How many times a week could
But
you
what
do that?
happened is that person was thinking I was buying you eggs, and smart guy, but my eggs, they're supposed to be just a criminal in prison. When she find out that she didn't get what she ordered, she paid for, well, that's what the soap opera started. Because it's supposed to be a criminal on what a shame.
I don't.
What are those things that could go into a mind? Also, not only that now she had a son giving what she told a different story. Now it happens to be the father is in prison. So how could it? Well, many things that kids don't understand.
I don't think that genetically speaking, there's a bloodline exists that hasn't suffered the tribulations that humans have suffered, which include prison and substances and violence. And
Well, I haven't read about that part, but I do believe that we inherit. For instance, if your family somehow survive let's say the COVID, it is on your DNA already marked that you were resistant to COVID. Now it is found all the type of diseases that they survive for, let's say 300 years in Europe, your family, and then you in your DNA you have that resistance already built in.
yeah, you're a carrier.
So you're a carrier, and we also know that some things that you inherited from on the father's side, and all the things that you inherited your mother's side, from your mother's side. So we do believe we do have plenty of information that yes, it is recorded.
12 trillion terabytes.
So it is important also the culture that inherit from the things that your grandfather used to do, and for your grandchildren to know what they did. That only will learn from who? From the father or from the grandfather, for that type of communication. But when you get you cut that bridge of communication, you actually wounded a man. And also going to wound our societies. So a healed person will heal others. But prison just warehouse men and without healing them, whatever problem they have, just warehouse them and let them survive if they can, let them kill each other if they want to, let them no, okay, well, we're gonna control them now, we're gonna just give them more officers and that's it. put him to sleep. Right?
Yep.
Let's go in.
I don't know.
Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Next door. Oh, what happened? This guy's my neighbor next door, and he just came to say hi, and I stopped him.
I've been here 30 minutes now.
30 minutes. Look, but he actually was gonna rap because he actually is a musician. He's an artist, but it was an introduction to let you know that the guy is smart. The guy knows what he looks like. Look, he looks, but he's a better guy than he looks. Don't get scared about the tattoos.
I don't even know what these are.
Those are nice.
These wash off.
Those are cool. Anyways, I will come back. We will have a 35. What? Or you want to run it off 40 minutes video? You want to go? Say goodbye. What do you want to say? We're gonna come back. What
I would like open it up to the people that have been speaking.
we want to
Somebody's
read the question?
pregnant. Hi friend, how do I tell my parents we're together? I'm not sure. I guess you just.
Well, exactly. What happened is rather than abandon your mom when you were pregnant because for whatever reason the guy went to prison. Some women they believe, oh, the guy disappeared with another woman,
okay.
with another person.
Sorry.
When he did, it was abandoned, not abandoned. It was just taken from the family. I have many guys that were responsible, good fathers, but guess what? They got drunk one day.
Adrian, I would definitely suggest like figuring out when her 18th birthday is, and maybe not like maybe back off until then, and then deal with that part. If I was you, I don't know what your laws are, but she's 17, you're 35.
Okay, look, we're gonna take a break, but you could go and check the other videos where he's at and other life. There's many things. There's recipes. There are original recipes. I have Cosa Nostra's recipe. The things that we do here, how we do it, how we survive in this part of the world called prison. And yeah, as much of the stigma or just being in prison, but I think there's many things that could be learned out of it. So this one was more taken out of the chest what I did want to say and him on the same side. I wish when we connect to be more interactive. And so you tell us how many minutes? It's 1:30 in the morning in this part of the world.
I'm going to come back in an hour from now.
An hour from now, that will be
2:30.
2:30?
Yeah, so I'll be quick.
I don't know about, but it was
Or maybe less than that, maybe 45 minutes.
to be alive. So, but again,
Yeah.
you could actually review the other two videos alive that we have right now and make better questions. I mean, I'm not saying better questions, I'm saying more related questions. Margarita Garcia, okay, California is only 10:30 right now. No?
And if you don't
3
mind,
p.m.
I've got a song out on YouTube. It's called "Just Be Me Again" by MAK11 Mac 11. Just Be Me Again. You have to type it all the way in. It's not optimized. I'm not very good at networking. I'm a creator though. I love creating art and music and.
Occupy your
Writing
mind
stuff.
positive. So rather than use the phone for doing whatever all the people in prison choose to do, he choose to create music. And might not be good or bad. I'm not judging that. But I'm saying he is using his time in something positive, while others choose to rob others in the street. Same thing in prison, but not this, but all the prisons in many countries.
Hey,
So-
Grandma, can I share the song on there?
Of course. Now this is 39 seconds, and we got 30 seconds to the 40 seconds, and then we come back. What are you gonna do? What's the name of the second so they want to look for it?
Yeah, we'll just come back and we'll just go off at 40 minutes and we'll come back on and we can interact with them more.
Okay.
Look forward to seeing y'all then, 10:30 California time.
Okay, sounds good.
Peace, y'all.